Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dubs here. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be some Forza Motorsport 5 that you guys are watching in the background. So yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. I haven't played this game in a really long time, mostly because not a lot of my subscribers actually play this game, and also because it's sort of old, you know, it's sort of run its course, but still, I ended up going back to play this game, and I really do enjoy the physics in this game. I really do. I haven't played it, like I said, the game in a while. I ended up driving around this NSX, and it was so fun to drive. I ended up driving it in cockpit view and third person and everything, and I was still able to drive the car normally, and I was still able to even get the back out at sometimes, which you guys are gonna see in the video anyway. This is just a couple of laps on Laguna Seca, just so I can sort of have a gameplay in the background on some Forza 5. But this video is actually going to be about Forza 6, so it's some sort of a discussion on Forza 6. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be naming the actual video itself, but yeah, anyway, the new cover for Forza Motorsport 6 has been released yesterday, and it looks like this. There's a new Ford GT on the front of it. I think it looks great. It's nice and dark, and it just shows whatever it needs to show to be bright in front of you. So I think it looks great. I think it's very catchy, especially for car people. But yeah, especially the new Ford GT that was unveiled yesterday as well, and I think that looks great. Not sure how the big V8 passing away and them having the new V6 turbo, or I think it's a twin turbo anyway, the V6 twin turbo in the new Ford GT. I don't know how that's gonna go with some people, but I guess it's gonna be a little bit more economic or whatever. But yeah, and the car looks absolutely amazing, I think. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, anyway, let's go back to some Forza 6, because that's what this video is supposed to be about. Also, leave your opinions and pretty much any sort of comments, obviously, down in the comments down below, and you guys can sort of talk to me about some of the stuff that you guys are looking forward to having in Forza Motorsport 6. Anyway, of course, like I talked about the new cover, I think the graphics are going to be amazing, especially since they've had like a decent period of time since Forza 5 for them to basically work on this game and actually make it look a little bit better. To be completely honest, there's very little room for improvement, because I think Forza 5 looks amazing. The only one thing that I didn't like about the Forza games, pretty much any Forza game, is that all of the cars, pretty much most of the time, are very glossy and shiny, right? There's very little shadows, there's very little like dark spots, you know. Like when you're watching it, when you're viewing the car in your like garage or whatever, especially in Forza 5, you know, you're in a room and you have like a window and everything, but it looks like every single bit of the car is like covered with light. So I don't know how that works, but you know, instead of them just doing that, I wish that they'd have some more shadows and whatever in the thing. But that's just like nitpicking at some bullshit. But I think it looks great. Like, the game looks great. There's very little room for improvement in graphics, so I want to see what they can do with that, because I think it's like, the game's gonna look insane if they manage to even improve the graphics a little bit. But anyway, I would like to see some more tracks, because in Forza 5 there's only been a few tracks. When the game came out, I thought that the game was a bit rushed, right? And so did a lot of other people, and that's because they didn't have that many tracks. I think they had to remake the Nürburgring as well, and then re-put it back in the game or something like that. I don't even remember. But back when I got the game, which was only like last year, when I got the Xbox One, of course I ended up getting the game like a year later than everybody else. So I probably had everything like fixed and done up and whatever, but I still felt like it was a little bit rushed, and I think that they could have done a little bit better on the tracks. So I would really like to see some more tracks. And speaking of tracks, maybe there could be a day to night cycle, maybe different weather effects and whatever in the game. I don't know. I really want to see that, because they've done a really good job, in my opinion, in Forza Horizon 2. Of course, we're not going to have the exact same physics as Horizon 2, because the Horizon 2 was a little bit more of an arcadey type game, you know. It's just a little bit more, I don't know, it felt a little bit more loose, right? It was a lot easier to control the cars, it was a lot easier to do any sort of, you know, drifting or sliding or whatever, which is what I usually do in Horizon 2. And don't get me wrong, it's not that it's not fun, it's very fun game to play. I think it's even more fun to play than Forza 5, just because we have the big open roads and whatever, and we can slide around our cars and everything. The tuning, I think they did a perfect job in Horizon 2 and in Forza 5. Maybe they could add a few more body kits for some of the cars, you know. Sometimes they only had like a few, you know, like Forza bits and pieces they can add on it, but maybe they can try and go to some more tuners and whatever, and sort of replicate their body kits and whatever and put them on the car. For example, like for this NSX, what if they decided to just go to Veilside and somehow manage to get those body kits, and then we can make like a Veilside NSX, you know. That'll be something really cool to see. But you know, day to night cycle I'd really like to see on the tracks, and that's pretty much where they started off. But yeah, they got the tuning done right, I think. What else is there? Maybe there could be some rally cars and rally tracks, I don't know. Again, from Forza Horizon 2, they've done a really good job with all the Dakar trucks and all that sort of stuff. But they've done just a really good job, especially with Storm Island, with all the off-roading and stuff like that. So I think that's a big thumbs up for me for them. And that's pretty much all I have to say for Forza 6. I really hope it's going to turn out to be a really good game. I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your suggestions down in the comments below, and tell me what you guys think. What would you guys want to see in Forza Motorsport 6? But thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.